Hello all and welcome to my second YouTube video. I really hope that you're enjoying the very first video where I actually took and did a whole entire face using the Giorgio Armani Maestro foundation and also highlighting the smoky eye with the Chanel 2013 holiday palette. So hope you enjoyed the video. So I'm gonna do the next one and hope you enjoy this one as well. I'm so super excited. I got the sought after, sold out for weeks, Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. It's the third palette that they've come out with. They launched the first palette, I think, a couple summers ago in 2011, and it sold out. It was highly popular. Then last summer they put out the Naked 2 palette, which again sold out. You know, as soon as it was hit the shelves, it was sold out. And so this one, I think the third palette, while the other two are fantastic, I use the Naked 1 mostly in the summertime when I have a little more color, because the colors are more brown, like bronze colors, brown colors, you know, blue colors. So for me, when I have a little bit more of a tan, those colors work best for me. The Naked 2 palette is more of like cooler tones, like grays and silvers and taupes. I liked the second one okay. It wasn't really my favorite. Those colors, even though having brown eyes, and usually brown eyes can wear just about anything unless they have super duper red tones to them. Generally, red toned eyeshadow makes brown eyes look really red and tired. I just wasn't really wowed by the second one. So 1 and 3 are the ones that I have. And in the summertime, I will show you the original one because to me, that's when I think it's, you know, probably a little bit more in the color scheme appropriate to wear. It's not that you can't wear it all year round, but I just think that the Naked, the original one, is more summer colors. So like in the summertime, I'll probably highlight that one. Whereas for me, I think the third palette, and again, this is just my opinion, I think the third palette is more versatile where you can wear in the summer and in the spring and in the fall and in the winter. I just think it's more versatile than the original one. But again, just completely my opinion. You can wear any of the Naked palettes any time of the year, but for me, 1 is summer, and then 3 for me is all year round, just based on my skin tone. Again, a lot of things, colors, eyes, blushes, lips, it's just, you know, seasonal. Like now I'm not going to wear like a bright pink lipstick. It just doesn't look right. Especially because I have like, you know, I'm much lighter than I am in the summertime. It's not that I get like super duper dark in the summertime, but I do get some color, and you know, I'm not extremely fair, so I'm in like the fair to light category almost, and so for me, again, you know, my personal preferences is the Naked original summer, and then the new one for all year round. They also came out with a eyeliner that's dual that has they made, and I'll show you because I don't know, I bought the pencil, I can't it's in my bathroom somewhere, so I apologize, but I'll show you. It's actually kind of like the last 2 shades in the palette, and it's kind of nice because it's a dual eyeliner, and I really like those. Estee Lauder came out with dual eyeliners in spring of 2012, and they were beautiful. I mean, they had one was like a navy and then a black. The other one was like a garnet and a black color, I believe. and then the other one was like a brown color and a black, I think, too. So I like dual eyeliners. Mainly for me, what I do based upon my eye shape, I always put darker eyeliners on the top and then I would put the lighter one on the bottom, because if I put too much darkness on the bottom, my eyes will look closed. It'll give the appearance of looking closed, so I always put darker on the top and lighter on the bottom. Some people just don't put eyeliner on the bottom at all. It comes down to personal preference. I mean, all this stuff is based on personal preference. So there is never really a right or a wrong when it comes to makeup application. It just kind of comes down to what you feel most comfortable with. So with that being said, let me show you the new palette. It comes in this beautiful, I don't know, my camera probably doesn't pick it up as well, but it's kind of an actual, because they classify the Naked 3 palette as like rose gold tones, so much kind of cooler, little bit of warmer tones, but I think mostly in this palette it gives a good emphasis on warm and cool, and I think that's what I personally was attracted to it. And I just think it's more universal, strictly my opinion. And then the back is, it's just kind of the same, that rose gold. They changed when they brought out Naked 2, they made it more of a tin, heavier, heftier palette, because the first one is like a kind of like a velvety look to it, so I personally like when these harder tins. I think they're easier to work with and easier to store, and if you drop them, the likelihood of the shadows breaking is less than the other one, because I did drop my original one and I think a couple of them broke a little bit, but I do like the casing, so that's a plus too. Also, what I like about what they did is, in the first one, when they first brought it out, they gave you like a lip gloss to go along that kind of matched the original colors, and I thought that was okay, but then when they kind of relaunched it when it sold out and then they brought it back, they actually now give you this nice kind of like dual-ended brush. Like, this is more of like this is the blending side. So once you place your shadow, you would use this to kind of blend and smoke out, and then this is like, what you would grab the color with to play with and put onto the eye. So I really like this brush. It's really, really a great brush, and to have it come with the palette. Not very many eyeshadow palettes, even like higher end, eyeshadow palettes come with a brush like this, so it's really nice. The palette does retail for $52, but it's an amazing value because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 shadows in the whole entire palette. And I think single Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes are like $19 a piece. I mean, it's over like, you're probably getting like close to between a $200 and $300 value for $52 if you really think about it that way. So it's an amazing investment, and it's travel friendly. You can take just this palette with you, and you don't have to worry about any other eyeshadows if you're traveling. So for me, I think they're a great investment. It comes with, so this is how the palette comes. Of course, there's a mirror at the top, and then I'm going to take the brush out so it doesn't fall on the floor. This is the actual palette. Dun, da, da, da. See how these colors they're really great. And see, you kind of have like up to this point is where you have your warmer tones, and then, you know, going this way down, or I should say this way down, sorry, more towards this end right here, that's where you're going to get your cooler tones. And see these last two, Black Heart and Dark Side, they're the last two in the palette. That's what the Naked 3 eyeliner is. And it really, I think, enhances the look of the, but that's what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these colors really quickly. This is Strange. It's kind of like a beigey vanilla type, just your normal like highlighter. The next one is Dust. It has a little bit more shimmer to it. Burnout is next in the palette. It's kind of like a pinky, like it has a little shimmer into it. Limit is the next one after that, and it's like a mauvey pinky color. Then there's Buzz, which is like a pinky glittery type color. And then the next one after that is called Trick. And then we have Nooner, which, okay, that's more, I'd say that's like a mauvey taupey color again, but maybe a little more cooler of a tone than the Limit. Then there's Liar. That's really pretty. Liar. And then there's Factory. And then we have Mugshot. That's okay if these colors, I don't care. Mugshot. And then the Dark Side is this one right here. And then last but not least, this is kind of cool. Actually, MAC has a color like this too that I use a lot. And it's like a purple, but it's got like red glitter in it, but it doesn't, you can't see the red glitter in it. It's kind of cool. And that's Black Heart, this one right here. So there you have it. That is the Naked 3 palette. And what is kind of cool this time, what they decided to do, which I think is really neat, is they give you, outside of including the brush, is that they include this Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion, and it's their potions that I used in my last video, and then they kind of give you a description of the potions, but they actually are, they give you all 4 of them, which I think is kind of cool. It's the Sin, the Original, the Anti-Aging, and then the Eden. And you just pull it out, and there they are right there. And I mean, this is a good size sample. I mean, I would say you could probably get a good month worth out of one little packet. So I mean, you know, it's a good enough size sample for you to be able to try and see if you like it. I swear by them. I think they're 6, it says it's 6M. So maybe like 6 milliliters, because I know Urban Decay is a UK company, a London-based company, so, you know, but yeah, this is really good. And then it gives you like a description, like, see, I don't know if you can see that, but it says like Original is the Undercover Wonderworks invisibility to keep color in place. Eden is a nude matte formula. It preps the eyes and prevents shadow meltdown. Sin is, you know, you add it, and it is a shimmering formula that prevents fading and creasing. And then the Anti-Aging makes shadow last. And an 8-week clinical study, 100% of participants had a measurable improvement in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. 100% had measurably brighter skin and 97% had a measurable improvement in radiance and clarity. So it actually has some skin care benefits in it as well. So I think this is really kind of cool that they included, you know, a sample of all four of their eyeshadow potions. And then this is actually, this is a travel size, but this is what the anti-aging one actually looks like. It's a darker color, where the original one is the lighter purple, and then I think the Sin is kind of like that taupey color that has on there is the actual container. And then I know the Eden one I think is yellow. And so yeah, but this is what it looks like. This is a nice little travel size. I got these at Ulta yesterday actually, and it came with it was a 2-pack, and for $29, because one of them is just 20, I think this one is 24, the anti-aging one is 24 in the full size, but for $29 you get to try, you have a travel size of the original one and the anti-aging one. So I thought, well, that's kind of a good deal, because then, you know, I have two of them for kind of like the price of one. Even though they're not the full size, it's a good way to go. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and hope you guys are having a great weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.